it is time to go racing from Martinsville. Up front, Kenny Zeems and Dustin Navoa. On the second row will be Kyle Dean and Byron Bartlett. Casey Pacala and Kyle Martin have the third row. Frank Klein and Ken Zeems on the fourth row. Jimmy Fitzmaurice, Harold Rothery rounding out the top 10. Joey Smith, the birthday boy, got his birthday wish. He starts in 11th. Matt Zaccardo starting in 12th. 13th will be Josh Doobie, Michael Cray in 14th, Timmy Martin in 15th, Terry Duguay in 16th, Dylan Kalen 17th, Andrew Thornton in 18th, Matt Hayden in 19th, Kyle Lefevre in 20th. 21st is Ed Jones. Michael Newton 22nd. Edmund Jones is in the cone car. Art Klein 24th, or Art Milne, excuse me, in 24th, and Fred Houle in 25th. Sorry, Art, I've had to read so many K's in the last minute and a half. That's just crazy. I think I'm going to have a talk with Edmund and just say, you know what, ban anybody with the name that has a K in it from here on out. The drivers stack up on the front straightaway. Get ready to go racing. Looks like Andrew Thornton and Fred Houle do not make the grid. Andrew Thornton's scared. He knows Joey Smith is gunning for him here tonight. He's scared. All the drivers get rolling for their pace laps. Make sure you drop in the comments. Let us know who you are cheering for here tonight. One more time around for the pace car, then 85 laps around Martinsville in the mods. This one's going to be interesting. A lot of drivers struggling with the handling of the car during practice. That first few laps on cold tires definitely going to be interesting as they come off the turns. I'd imagine we're going to see a bit of early chaos here tonight. And it looks like the green flag has been delayed. Dustin Navoa dropping to the back. Looks like he is getting the EOL for last week. I do believe he won last week, putting him starting at the back. Lights are out. They will go green this time. Pace car is in. Out of turn 4 they come. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away from Martinsville. Turn 1. Oh, we've got cars already struggling mid-pack. They're 3 wide, having to get evasive. We got to spin down to the inside. No caution yet. It is Matt Zaccardo down to the inside out of turn 2. Kenny Zeems, though, starting to pull away already. Kyle Dean in second. 2 wide off of turn 2 again. Single file. They start lining up single file and picking them off one at a time. Andrew Thornton is back out on track. Joey Smith will still get the opportunity to send him to the moon. Kenny Zeems, though, already opening up a bit of a lead. He's got half a second on Kyle Dean. Kyle Dean has... Oh, we've got cars going everywhere. Kyle Martin, the points leader, in third right now, just trying to maintain his points lead here coming into tonight. Oh, it gets a little close. Ken Zeems, excuse me, almost gets Byron, has to check out, gets a little loose off the turn. Caution is out, looks like Dustin Navoa and Timmy Martin. A lot of checking up as, oh, we get a car bouncing off the wall. That is the 57 of Timmy Martin up on the high side. He gets into the wall, comes back down. Collects Dustin Navoa, and Dustin, or Kenny tries to get going. Navoa trying to correct himself. They get together again. Byron Bartlett on pit road. Could be seeing some drivers topping off on fuel here. There were some question marks by the driver. The setup should have enough fuel for the full race. But it looks like a few of them playing it safe here early, topping off on fuel. Should be seeing the cone car roll off, and he is headed toward the start-finish line. He'll turn around here, face the drivers as they come down. Should see him take his position on the next lap. Edmund Jones takes the cone car back around. He'll turn it around on the start-finish line. We'll get to watch the drivers pick their lane. And there he goes. He gets it turned around back to the start-finish line. Should see the pace car leading him out of turn 4. The drivers will pick their line before the cone, and remember, if you hit the cone, that is an automatic end-of-line penalty. It's come into play a few times this season. A couple of guys getting it really close here. It looks like, for the most part, a fairly even split here. Some last-minute choices being made there. Nobody hits the cone this time. So on the restart, it'll be Kyle Dean and Kyle Martin on the front row, Ken Zeems and Kenny Zeems on the second row, Harold Rothery, Josh Doobie on the third row, Frank Klein, Casey Pacala on the fourth row, Dylan Kalin and Terry DeGay rounding out the top 10. Pace car about to pull in through turn 3. Pace car is in. Kyle Dean controls the restart. Points leader Kyle Martin on the high side. Dean fires early. They're down and away. Ken Zeems jumps to the ball. Oh, the leader is sideways. Caution. Let's see what happens as they go off into the turn. Oh, it looks like Kyle Dean just checked up before Kyle Martin, and they meet in the middle. Kyle Dean ended up collecting several cars, including Josh Doobie. There you see him go around sideways, and Doobie had nowhere to go. He was up top looking to avoid it, but Kyle Dean ends up spinning right into his path. Kyle Martin does take an EOL penalty. And the cone car is back already. Kyle Martin looked like he was playing chicken with the cone car right then. Kyle Martin, the points leader, was up battling for the lead. Now he has to go all the way to the back. That puts him back in 19th place, excuse me. He's got a lot of ground to make up here tonight. And here comes Edmund getting ready to turn around and let the drivers choose their line, possibly choose their fate here. He gets lined up at the start-finish line. And here comes the pace car leading this 22 car field around. Still 22 cars on the lead lap. Looks like we're going to have a fairly even split again here. Kyle Martin. Oh, Kyle's going to play a little chicken. Kyle Martin having a little fun with the cone car, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are out on the pace car. He'll drop off in turn 3. Still almost 70 laps to go here at Martinsville. Out of turn 4 they come. Kenny Zeems drops, and they're down and away. Harold Rothery battling for second, but Ken Zeems has the inside line into turn 1. Rothery not giving up yet. And a lot of battling going on back here as guys are trying to shuffle anybody to move up a spot. We've got a car down to the inside wall. No caution. Everybody manages to survive for the moment. But as we saw in practice, we could have a lot of chaos in a very short time. Kenny Zeems out front. Ken Zeems in second. Rothery all over the back bumper of Ken Zeems. Terry Duguay up to 4th after starting in 16th, having one heck of a run tonight. Frank Klein in 5th. Dylan Kalen up 11 spots. Matt Hayden up 12 spots. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 8th. Joey Smith, the birthday boys, up to 9th. Michael Cray in 10th. Michael Cray looking down to the inside on Joey. He's got the nose in as they go off into 3. And Casey Pekela, let's ride along with Casey as he charges through this field. Down the back straightaway, off into turn 3. Oh, Pekela loose off turn 4. Across the start-finish line, down into turn 1. Timmy Martin is wrecked. You see Casey getting loose all over the place. Michael Newton has crashed now too. We'll take a look at those here in just a moment. Holy cow, a checkup out of 4. Caution is out. Let's start with the Timmy Martin incident. Timmy not having any luck here tonight. Just gets a little bit of a punt there. Then a moment later, it is Michael Newton. Just too much through the turn, ends up in the outside wall. Then we have Jimmy Fitzmaurice. Just gets back into the back of another car, tries to check up and save it. Can't do anything with it. I believe that was Terry Duguay that he got in the back of. Yep, Terry Duguay ends up going around hard into the inside wall, and that does draw the caution. Looks like Frank Klein also might have gotten caught in it. There is Frank as he goes through 3 and 4. We saw a lot of guys have to check up out of the turn. Looks like Frank had nowhere to go. And Edmund Jones already has the cone car out on track as a few drivers hit pit road to top off their fuel. Almost a third of the way through this race, it has been a bit chaotic. We knew in practice things were going to be a bit dicey, seeing a lot of guys getting loose off the turns. That has proven to be the case all night long. Pace car coming out of 4. Edmund has the cone in position. As they reach the cone, everybody starts choosing their line. More cars to the inside this time than we've seen all night. A few guys choosing that outside line are going to pick up a little bit of track position here. And Edmund sends that car around, headed back toward pit lane. Up front will be Kenny Zeems and Harold Rothery. Dylan Kalen and Ken Zeems on the second row. Byron Bartlett, Matt Hayden on the third row. Michael Cray, Matt Zaccardo on the fourth row. Casey Pekela and Kyle Dean rounding out the top 10. Pace car about to drop in. Pace car is in. Kenny Zeems fires there, down and away. Green is in the air. Ken Zeems is side by side. Harold Rothery fighting back up on the top. Rothery tries to pinch him down to the bottom, gets some momentum off of turn 2. Meanwhile, Dylan Kalen clears. He is now up to 4th. Dylan Kalen started in 17th, has avoided a lot of chaos. So has Matt Hayden, who started in 19th and is now up to 5th. Byron Bartlett in 6th. Casey Pekela in 7th. Michael Cray in 8th. Joey Smith has crashed. Kyle Dean to 9th and Matt Zaccardo in 10th. And let's see what happened to Joey. There's Joey in the blue car. Don't think he... I could not tell. I don't know if he had help on that one. Oh, it does look like he just didn't get on the throttle quickly enough. Gets a little bit of an attempt at a bump draft that goes completely wrong. Chaos at the front. Several cars around. Oh! We've got a car over the wall. Caution is out. I believe that was Zaccardo that just went over the wall. Matt Hayden involved in this one. This might be where it starts. Byron Bartlett down to the inside. Looks like Matt tried to come down as Byron gets a push. See what happened to Matt Zaccardo. Matt right behind this incident, gets tapped on the front, gets spun around, and gets into the 15. There's Kyle Dean right behind this whole mess. He gets tapped, gets sent into the outside wall as well. Art Milne was in the 15. He is the one that got sent over the wall. Let's see if we can get a look at Art's situation. Art almost clearing this incident ahead of him. A driver tries to come down. Art Milne gets sent up over the wall, stuck on the wall, and has to tow to pit road. A lot of chaos in the early going at Martinsville. Ken Zeems currently in the lead. A lot of cars on pit road as the cone car comes out. Ed Jones Sr. on pit road. Art Milne, Matt Zaccardo, Matt Hayden on his way back out. Byron Bartlett and Terry Duguay also coming down pit road. And the cone car almost gets into a driver. That was a close one. Here comes the pace car and the field right behind him. And it looks like we're seeing the majority go to the bottom again. Cone car headed back toward pit road as all the drivers begin to stack back up for the restart. Dylan Kalen, Ken Zeems have the front row. Harold Rothery, Casey Pekala on the second row. Dustin Navoa and Kyle Martin on the third row. Michael Cray, Frank Klein on the fourth row. Jimmy Fitzmaurice and Josh Doobie rounding out the top 10. Next time by, they will get the green flag. Pace car should be dropping in here. Pace car is in. Out of turn 4, here they come. And Ken Zeems fires down and away. Green flag in the air. Ken gets a good jump. Harold Rothery has been fighting up in the top 3 all night. He is going to try and clear Dylan Kalen for second. He almost gets clear as they go off. Oh, they get together. Dylan Kalen gets caught. Caution is out. There's Dylan up on the high side. He sends it deep into the turn. Looks like there might have been a bit of netcode at play there. They were definitely running as close to each other as possible. Seeing if the chopper caught the view of it. Dylan sends it deep into the turn. Looks like Dylan just barely comes down, and they end up stacking up right behind him. A big mess in the turn this time. Ken Zeems out front still. Harold Rothery has held on to second. Dustin Navoa in third. Casey Pekala fourth. Kyle Martin in fifth. Michael Cray in sixth. Kyle Dean is seventh. Byron Bartlett eighth. Terry Duguay in ninth. And Timmy Martin in 10th. Edmund Jones still on pit road in the cone car. Getting new tires. Cone cars need tires too, apparently. Ken Zeems driving the Hello Kitty car here tonight. Just past the halfway mark here. Harold Rothery having another great race here tonight. And it does not look like we're getting the cone car on this one. We're going single file for the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going single file on the restart. Just under 40 laps to go here from Martinsville. Pace car is in. And Ken Zeems fires green flag in the air. They're down and away. Rothery in second, trying to run him down. Look at this. Kyle Martin involved in that early caution. Went all the way back to 18th, now all the way back up into 5th. Trying to run down Casey Pacala. Ken Zeems out front has not been able to break away. Rothery all over him. Dustin Navoa in 3rd. He is heading up and down night. Casey Pacala in 4th. Kyle Martin in 5th. Michael Cray currently 6th. Byron Bartlett 7th. Timmy Martin in 8th. Dylan Kalen in 9th. And Frank Klein in 10th. Kyle Lefevre started in 20th. He is up to 11th now. Some of the biggest movers in the field suddenly out of the race after the incidents are so far back that they are out of contention. Michael Newton has crashed. Michael there in the 16. Oh, looks like Joey just clipped him as he sent it into 1. Ken Zeems still out front, 0.4 of a second over Rothery. Dustin Navoa still there. Kyle Martin now up to 4th. Casey Pacala in 5th. Michael Cray in 6th after starting in 14th. Byron Bartlett in 7th. Dylan Kalen in 8th after starting back in 17th. He is one of the biggest movers right now. The other biggest mover, Kyle Lefevre, also up 9 spots to 11th. Ken Zeems finally getting a little breathing room behind him as Harold Rothery and Dustin Navoa go at it. Kyle Martin has caught back up. Dustin looks low, can't do anything yet. Casey Pacala in 5th, Michael Cray in 6th, Byron Bartlett 7th, Dylan Kalen in 8th. Ken Zeems starting to open up an even bigger window, 0.9 of a second now, as everybody having difficulty finding a way around. But I guarantee you when it comes down to the last 5 laps, some people are going to get moved. Ken Zeems about to be in lap traffic here. Casey Pacala 5th. Let's see where the closest battle. Everybody pretty much single file trying to make some laps happen here. Caution is out. Looks like Michael Newton involved. And it looks like he just completely sent it into the corner entirely too deep. Possible brake fade. He just couldn't get the car woed up there. Ken Zeems definitely did not want to see this caution. He was opening up a big lead, but now he's going to have Rothery all over the back bumper. Kyle Martin is falling back and now back into 12th. Not sure what's happening there. Let's see, there was a little activity between Casey Pekela and Kyle Martin. Oh, here was another incident to help bring out the caution. So Kyle Martin will take the EOL penalty. He is on pit road. Casey Pekela also on pit road. Pekela already back off. As the cone car begins to roll. The size of the field beginning to shrink significantly here. The cone has taken up position on the start-finish line. And the vast majority of cars going to the bottom here. A couple of guys going to the high line will pick up a lot of track position, but they're going to have to find a way to filter down to the bottom line. And Kyle Martin looked like he is just playing with the cone car here. Kyle Martin does maintain the lead lap in 12th. He is the last car on the lead lap. Everybody stacking back up for the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. Ken Zeems and Byron Bartlett have the front row. Dylan Kalen, Harold Rothery on the second row. Frank Klein, Dustin Novo have the third row. Michael Craig, Jimmy Fitzmaurice have the fourth row. Timmy Martin and Kyle Lefevre round out the top 10. Pace car is in. Less than 20 laps to go here at Martinsville. Still anybody's race. Ken Zeems tricks him this time, gets another good start. Byron Bartlett now down to the bottom. Here comes Harold Rothery. Rothery, who's been up there battling for the lead multiple times tonight, now has his hands full as Byron Bartlett goes hard right into the wall. They pile in behind him. Caution. Back down towards 3 and 4. Byron Bartlett just suddenly snaps right and then bounces hard off the wall. A bunch of guys get collected. Jimmy Fitzmaurice. Andrew Thornton gets caught. Terry Duguay gets caught. Looks like Timmy Martin, Matt Hayden also getting caught. Ken Zeems, Harold Rothery, Dylan Kalen, Dustin Navoa, and Frank Klein are your top 5. We'll have less than 15 laps to go when they go back to green. Edmund Jones rolling off pit road to go take up position on the start-finish line. Harold Rothery back up into second, looking for any advantage he can get here to get past Ken Zeems. He has struggled to get past him. He's been able to hang with him, but just has not been able to make it happen. They've been out here for 70 laps on these tires. Can he do something with him on the old tires? Edmund crosses the start-finish line, trying to get it turned around in a take-up position. Just waiting for the pace car. There's the pace car coming down, leading the drivers around. They'll choose their line. And a much more even split than we've seen the last couple of times. Everybody gets their line chosen and starts rolling again. Dylan Kalen in second, up on the high line. Started in 17th, now up to second. Kyle Lefevre started 20th, up to 6th. Could these two come up here and contend for the win? Lights are out on the pace car. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Pace car is in. We've got a car blinking. They're down and away. Green flag is in the air. Looked like it was Andrew Thornton blinking mid-pack. Ken Zeems has a run and clears for first place. Dylan Kalen drops back down to the bottom, cuts off Harold Rothery's run. A little bobble back behind. Out of Dustin Navoa, he loses a position. Michael Cray, oh, we've got several cars wrecking. Caution. And it looks like Harold Rothery was caught up in it. Let's see what happened. Oh, Harold gets just barely into the back bumper of Dylan Kalen. There you see Dylan right in front of him. Rothery gets a much better run from the mid-corner off. Brings out the caution. Joey Smith getting waved around. That should put him one lap down. Edmund Jones is caught back up to the tail end of the field. They're going to try and get relined up and get as many green flag laps as they can here. And the view from the helicopter as Edmund gets it lined up on the start-finish line, waiting for the drivers to come choose their line. Several cars on pit road again. Jimmy Fitzmaurice, Timmy Martin, Michael Newton, all on pit road. A fairly even split again this time. It'll be right at 5 to go when they get the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. Ken Zeems and Dustin Neveau on the front row. Frank Klein, Casey Pekela have the second row. Michael Cray, Kyle Martin on the third. Kyle Lefevre, Dylan Kalen on the fourth row. Harold Rothery is the last car on the lead lap in the ninth. He is way back at the back of the field behind a bunch of lapped cars. They'll get 5 to go when they cross the line. Ken Zeems controls the restart. He's down and away, green flag in the air. 5 laps to go in Martinsville. A bit of a checkup in the top 5. Everybody manages to survive. Rothery trying to fight his way through lap traffic. Can't find a way through yet. Dustin Neveau staying right on the back of Ken Zeems this time. Frank Klein back in third. Casey Pekela up to fourth. Michael Cray in fifth. Kyle Martin sixth. Dylan Kalen has recovered up to about 7th place. Dylan now goes by for 6th. Kyle Martin in 7th. Harold Rothery now back up into 8th. Kyle Lefevre in 9th. Andrew Thornton in 10th. 2 laps to go for Ken Zeems. He's controlled the race since the drop of the green flag. He has been the dominant car all night long. And white flag is in the air for Ken Zeems one more time around. Down the back straightaway, Dustin Neveau sends it into the turn. Doesn't have enough for him, and out of turn 4, it'll be Ken Zeems for the win. Dustin Neveau comes home second. Dylan Kalen finishes third. And here's a first. None of our top 3 are currently available to interview. Just double checking, none of the top 3 available in Discord to interview. Ken Zeems getting a little celebration there as he does a burnout around the track. Oh, I don't think Ken was expecting a little help there, but he got it. I'm guessing there will be a little bit of controversy after this race at Martinsville, but it'll be even more interesting to see how much controversy there is tomorrow night when XCal returns with a full field. Some of the drivers you saw tonight will be there, including Kyle Martin. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Happy birthday, Joey Smith. Y'all have a great night.